won't move the needle, action does. Epiphany to Action is the podcast for executives, entrepreneurs, and decision makers who don't just want to think about change, but let it.
Yes, hi, everybody, beloveds. Hi. Let me speak the truth today over your business, okay? You don't win alone. You don't win alone. And I guess you know that by now. So you are the sum of the just five closest energies around you. Did you know that? And especially around your vision. So the success you crave may not require more work, but deeper connections, discernment. You know what discernment is, and I will explain later, and alignment. Alignment with your idea, alignment with what your vision is, and the mission that you are accomplishing. So, welcome today in another powerful. I know this is going to be very inspirational because I'm going off the script today and to give you more insights from my own experience as entrepreneur, but as well as visionary mother. All the combination of roles that I'm fulfilling in this life, I'm going to give you something you can use to inspire you so you can get that epiphany moment or maybe some epiphany moments. Okay, so I'm founder of different platforms already. I have had different companies and I have current companies running as well as business partner, and this one I'm creating just while I'm sending out, broadcasting out to you, I'm creating the company. You won't believe it, but it's going on. And I want to remind you that your circle either amplifies you or drains your mission. So, and as a leader, your energy is the currency. I know you know by now. And I'm reminding you of a lot of things. So you are the CEO, the C-level manager. I mean, like any position you may have, any role, all of them important. But remember, you're the leader, you're the captain, you're the one who are moving things forward. The vision is yours. I mean, like one day you started something and you trusted yourself that you can do that, especially that what you're doing. Maybe right now, maybe you did it, and maybe you're just, enjoying the hard work you did in the past. So this week, I had a moment, and we spent so much time on products, on funnels, and execution of creation automations, creating of automations, but rarely are we putting attention to the relationships we have. Um, uh, you have to see it like that, and I know you have the experience already, but I'm still, I'm on a reminder energy today. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Okay. So, but rarely are we on the relationships focused. um, the people around you are very important, or they fuel you or they drain you. um, so let's open our eyes today to what we've been too busy to evaluate. And that's one thing that I'm going to say right now. And it's a question as well. Who is sitting at your table right now? I mean, like maybe your desk, maybe you're in a meeting, maybe you're just moving around and doing things random. Ask yourself this question: are these people, all of them, around you, do they belong there where they are sitting in the season where you are in developing your company, your product, your system, your anything? Maybe you're moving into a new economy. Oh yes, we are moving in a new economy. These people that are sitting on your table right now, at your table right now, are you sure they can bring you there? Maybe one of them can, maybe all of them can, but I'm sure, pretty sure that there are some that doesn't belong there. So this is what we're going to tune in today. Okay. This is not a podcast for the normal people. I'm moving spiritually, as you know, and I'm doing this podcast. Most of it is intuitive from my own knowledge and experiences. I'm sharing my insights. Of course, I have a bullet and breaths and so on to keep me on my pace, but a lot of it, what you're getting, is things that I get, that I feel I have to share with you to help you. If it wasn't noticeable for you, I'm not doing these podcasts to create fame or to be well known and this kind of things, because I've already been there, I've done that, I've experienced it, and I don't need it. I'm here to bring you, maybe it's one person that need to watch this podcast or the other ones or so on, or maybe it's 10, you know. For that, especially you, am I doing these podcasts to bring you that message, to bring that life changing experience or epiphany moment or insight to move you forward, to help you to keep your growth going on or to get into it, into the flow, into that energy. So know that I'm trying to bring you that part, that connection, clarity, and I blend AI and data information and everything together as topic, but I'm using it as well to create what I'm creating right now. And I do it, of course, with you in mind. you know I know that not everybody is going to listen to all the content that I'm sharing. Of course, you just take out what you need. And if you want to just skip into the episodes, that can as well, on YouTube and so on, and Spotify. Take what is important, what resonates with you during these podcasts, because you have to be selective. I know you're busy, you have your time, you have your things to do. And sometimes you just need that information to bring you there where you need. So let's just dive in it a little bit. You come here, you can expect a certain information and results that I'm going to share with you. Questions can be asked as well in the comments, and I try as much as I can to give you answer on that. And you can DM me on LinkedIn and put your comment, or send me an email as well, as you want to connect for more information. But today I'm going to give you some practical information and a deeper understanding of why your success depends on who you build it with. Okay, so first of all, I use a very old book, is this one. And to be honest with you, I don't read all the books that I'm getting the information of. Some of them, a lot of them, I'm using summaries to get the information in me. And what I'm going to share with you as well from the Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferris as well, where he um, talk to the high performers, share their real life insights, and these interviews, he just compilated all of them in a book, Tribe of Mentors. And there are three truths that I got out of the summaries as well. And you have to imagine he spoke to CEOs just like you, leaders, founders of companies, high level people. You can get a book, I think it's on Amazon or for the Dutch people on ball.com as well. You can find it. So go and read it. But today I'm going to get some information out of that. Um, First of all, the energy behind aligned connections is the energy is often more impactful than experience. Many mentors Tim interviewed during this book, his session, spoke about choosing connections based on frequency, and my, epiphany, you have to get and to be in alignment to get epiphanies um, 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 drawn to you, you know, and ask yourself again this question: does this person uh, calm you or deplete your energy? This is one of the questions that he asked as well in his, I'm calling it this kind of checklist interview, where you just go through a few questions, and different people from different angle and perspective give their answers on these questions. So, how to cultivate a community that reflects your values? First of all, you have to be clear, be visible, and vocal in how you're doing things. And when you embody your own values, your tribe will find you. And if you don't have a tribe, this is one valuable information to lean on. Stay there, as I said, stay to your essence. I always say that. Of course, you have to be clear and for sure visible, because if people don't see you, they won't know where to find you. And at that point, you are doing something I call robbing people of their blessings, because you're supposed to be visible to share that knowledge or that service, that product that you have to solve that problem. But they can't find you because you're not visible, you don't write on LinkedIn, you don't put a blog, you have a website. Surely you have a website, but nowadays, understand, things are moving fast. People are moving on socials, and that's years, but now more than that. And with the AI, it's a lot easier for them to just, it's like normally it's 3 seconds they have to watch whatever you are offering. I think with AI is less. I think it's less, because when I see how I scroll on these socials, because I don't have time, I'm looking for that important information that, hey, catch my attention. I'm not even take 3 seconds. I just scroll down on everything. So I'm called. I'm called during my session. But no worries. So be clear and visible and vocal. When you embody your values, your tribe will find you or filters you out, just as I said, as an example. And both are blissful for you, for your company, and whatever you are moving on with. Turning relationships into meaningful opportunities without force and, or without force and burnout. Let opportunities come from trust and resonance. That part of trust, I'm going to share later on more about that. But trust and resonance and relevance, what they need. Do they need you? Is it something they are looking for or they are not looking for? And that's all things that you have to use. Last week I had about doing research and this kind of things. Nowadays you can use AI to facilitate you in that part as well. So you can use it, but don't rely to 100% on AI only. Check and recheck the information always. You know, just a tip. So you don't have to force connection into a transaction. Let it unfold from a space of value that you can add to their lives. You know, at the end, that's what you want. You want to add value on other people's life, and you want them to evolve, to grow, to move forward, having, you know, that happiness they didn't have but they can get with your products, with your services, or whatever you're doing, your speaking, your workshop, your master classes, anything you are putting out there have to be valuable, have to be adding some value to other people's life. Um, to go into the tips I want to share with you, um, going back on trust. To build trust, and other word for trust is credibility. Of course, you have a lot of methods, you have a lot of theories, and so on. But practically, um, building trust takes time, it takes effort, it takes you know, a lot of ups and downs as well. And I remember let me give you an example. When I started years ago with my first company here in Holland, um, people believed in me, of course, that I can do it, and so on and so ever. And there are others who say, would you? You are doing great being an employee. But I knew from the beginning of when I came into this world by saying, you know, that I wasn't meant to be an employee my whole life. And I couldn't be as well because I'm too ambitious, I'm too go getter, I'm too, you know, like I can't do one thing. I have to do a few things. My brain work like that. So I was always I was an employee, but I was always having the privilege to do my thing on my own. So I could express my creativity and being the entrepreneur that always was during my youth. Because I started when I was a young age on the entrepreneurial journey. Um, but you know, I could get that energy out until a certain point that I decided, okay, I'm going to step into the entrepreneurial journey fully here in the Netherlands. So when I started, there was the, you know, the cheerleaders, and I guess you have experienced that as well. But you have also the other ones telling you, oh, you think you can make it, and so on and so ever. But it's the trust. So all that are small bricks that you are putting, that you are experiencing in your foundation when you start it to build credibility. Credibility is built on positive energy and negative energy. People will cheer you, people who don't trust you, people who don't believe in you, but you have to keep going. So building that trust is a kind, is deeply relatable, is a relationship that you're building with your audience. And don't let them hold you back when they say, oh, this is not gonna work, and it's kind of say, yeah, you know by now. But the credibility takes time, it takes a lot of insights. It takes perseverance because sometimes people say things that will hit you. I mean, like deep, and it's on you, you know, to deal with it, to know, to find a way, to find your way. Okay, through that all, and still making it happen. I'm still building a company with another business partner, and I'm building this one. And I really love to inspire you. Anything you want to do, just go, just do it. If it feels right, move it. If it's within your mission you have to accomplish on this planet Earth, I say just go into it 200% with certainty that you can make it and you will. It's on you. So that trust, that credibility is a challenge. Many give up. Many give up in that season when they have to build the credibility because of the negativity. You don't need to. Just create that skin, that elephant skin, to be supportive to all of that, knowing what you're doing, knowing that you're not moving from what others say, what people say, but you're moving from your mission and the vision that you have for you and in you, and nobody knows. Sometimes you really, I think, I guess, you want to explain your vision. I won't be able to do that, to explain all of it. I just give you as an audience a short piece of my vision, because it's impossible to give you all of it. It's too much to carry. I just want you to be informed. And that's the same thing. Every company have a vision and a mission. Some put it on the website, some don't even put it on the website. I don't know why, but it's great to, if you have it, just put it on the website, inform your audience about where you want to go, what you aim to, how you want to move forward to it. Um, as I said, I'm going to give you some tips as well. The first tip is to evaluate your circle with these questions when you're moving. Use I will add a free worksheet to this podcast, but I didn't have time, too busy, etc. But later on, you will get it from me. That will be for free, to share some questions, inside questions, with you. What I use to reevaluate myself, to check who's aligned and who's just around. And I be honest with you, I cut off during my journey a lot. I mean, like a lot of people, because not everybody fits in the journey and the season that you are in. And be bold enough to say no. You just don't need that energy. You don't become their enemies. It's just at that point, at that level where you are now, where you're moving, your goals changed, and so on and so ever. You need another certain people around you, another energy to build further. I guess you want to grow, you want to move forward, you want to expand. So at every stage you need um, other people around you. Sometimes a whole new team. Don't bother to doubt yourself when you get there. Most of the time, when you reach that level that you say, "Oh, I need a new team," it's because you really did. Just trust yourself in that. I can tell you out of experience. Um, Second tip is build micro collaborations that feel safe and strategic. Don't wait for a big launch to move things forward. Start with a go live, a DM, or a guest spot. This kind of thing, light things that leads to real growth. Let me say it like that. Do a certain things that will help you. Um, uh, then you have also other possibilities, things that you can do. But don't forget this book that I just shared with you, by Tribe of Mentors, by Tim Ferris. Just check on it for more details. And he's experienced. That book is great. I just with a summary, I got a lot of insights. I start writing and creating things, moving things forward in my own company, because I'm always, I said, I'm eternal student. I look for things, and opportunities and moments to sit down, take my time, my me time, to learn new things, to get more insights, to move things forward. And at the level where I'm at now, I just want a new concept that give me more ease, more easiness, so I can be the mother that I want to be for my daughter. Um, Doing entrepreneurship is is everything for me. I don't know anything else. Let me say, of course, I can be an employee. I guess I will be a rebel if I'm an employee at this stage, because I will do things my way, and I've been doing it my whole life, doing things my way, creating my way, and moving strategically, and a normal. I mean, like the things that I do, how I do things, I know it's not normal, and you might see a lot of so, oh, that's not in alignment, because I'm thankful for you all, your attention and everything. Your uh, 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 asking my attention for. Oh, you have to. Yeah, and I receive all of that, all the changes, everything, the tips, and everything you're giving me. But everything happened in a certain time. You can do everything at the same time. And building a business is also brick by brick. You can be building a business, one brick there, one brick there, and trusting that you have a firm foundation. You have to get everything along in a certain sequence. And sometimes you start here, you have to pause, take a break, and start building in the other corner. And then things will come together. And that's the same thing with business. I'm happy to say that I started a journey from a very young age. In my family we have a lot of entrepreneurs, and we are a very entrepreneurial family. We love to create things and do things our way. um, and that's the energy that flows always in me. And that I sleep, yes, I do sleep, but most of the time I find out that I have to sleep and stop thinking during my sleep. But that's the energy, of creating and so on. So everything, a lot of it, I make notes so I can share with you. Okay, so that was the information that I have wanted to share with you today. I hope it's inspiring for you. You don't need to do it alone. You have a community. You build a community in a certain season. You pour into it. Be visible. Look at the values that you're adding at at people's life. Is it in alignment or not? Do the same as I said last week, your researches, and read this book of Tim Ferris, and I think you will get a great inspiration out of it. I did, and I'm still moving in it, and it's great. So no, you don't need more strategy. You have the strategy you have, it might be correct, it might be good enough to move on. Start doing the things and look at the results. And from there, evaluate, tweak it, and then move forward. Your relationships, as I said, is valuable. Your community is valuable. Give it the right vitamin, ask the right questions so they can align where you are. And if they're not, it's great to say bye bye, goodbye when they don't need you. Don't worry, it will create space for new audience to reach you that really need you, okay, need your product. And again, check who's sitting at your table. What do you have there? Is this season right to have the and the that these people at your table, or it's time? Is it time to reevaluate, bring the change, even if it hurts? Okay. Um, and remember, you are not responsible for who you outgrow. You are not responsible for who you outgrow. That's something that came up to me that I want to share with you, because you can't help. You're growing anyway. You are growing slowly or fast. So if you outgrow someone or a club, a team, a company, That means or you have to move or you have to bring out a change in that. Anyway, left or right, you have something you have to change. Okay. Um, to finish, to close this podcast, I give you one affirmation for this week and something I use as well in my still moments is I sit with those who feed my fire. I sit with those who feed my fire. I walk with those who honor my path. I rise with the ones who speak truth, not fear. I'm going to repeat that. I sit with those who feed my fire. I walk with those who honor my path. And I rise with the ones who speak truth and not fear. Okay? Use this affirmation. Think about it. Feel it. Understand for yourself what it means for you. Okay? I invite you to the next week podcasts that will come in. Join me next Tuesday at 11 o'clock again, where we are going deeper in other topics, what it means to build your visibility, for our small audience or big audience, what's the impact. I'm trying to just chop my my topics into pieces so I you won't get a how do you say that, a lot of information um, at the same time so you can digest the information that I'm sharing with you. Okay. So this is for today. Have an awesome day. Remember, you have one moment to make impact in one life, and you are influential from the morning when you wake up until you sleep. You are influencing anyone, everybody around you. So use that moment to be impactful in a positive way. Okay, see you next week. Bye bye.